What's going on, everybody? It's the Aidan Sports Show and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a little bit of a breaking news video referring to the Chicago Bulls and some allegations that have been brought our way according to the NBA, opening up some investigations about our free agency signings. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aidan Sports Show YouTube channel, turn notifications on. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts about all of these news and events that have recently just come out. This is obviously not a video that's going to make people happy and excited, obviously. The NBA has opened up, I guess, cases or opened up an investigation on the sign and trades of the Chicago Bulls and New Orleans Pelicans, which obviously means Lonzo Ball, and we gave up Garrett Temple and Satoransky. And the Miami Heat sign and trade for Kyle Lowry. These are two trades that the NBA are going to open up an investigation on to see if there's any element of tampering going on within those trades. Now, I would not be too worried about this, but let me read you what Woj said. Woj said about probably 6 minutes ago, according to this recording, 2 years ago, NBA elevated maximum tampering fines to $10 million for teams and opened doors for suspensions of executives, forfeiture of draft picks, and voiding of contracts. Team execs can also have their communications, such as phone records, texts, and emails, randomly audited. So this means, for basically, if the Chicago Bulls are guilty of this potential tampering investigation that's going on, we could have up to $10 million taken away from us. We could be voiding our potential draft or giving away our draft picks. We could potentially be suspending executives, which would mean maybe, I don't know, Artorias, Eversley, one of them could potentially get suspended. And the worst case is voiding of the contracts, which basically means we don't get the player. We never had the player. And the player would return to the Pelicans, I believe. And I guess for the Pelicans, they have to try and deal Lonzo Ball elsewhere or keep him. The Chicago Bulls end up losing their player, and we get Satoransky and Garrett Temple back on the Bulls. This is a bit upsetting, but most of the time the NBA does open up investigations, especially at the beginning of free agency. This happens every year almost. And most of the time, teams are really good with these kind of things. Teams do things the right way. They often don't be seen as tampering, or they don't often get proven of tampering, and they go on with their normal business. The NBA has done this a lot. And in return, there has been one team that has been guilty of this, and I believe it was the Milwaukee Bucks when they were signing Bogdanovich as a potential option for a bench player, potentially starter, get some shooting onto their team. That was a very early trade, talk. So if you don't remember, he ended up going to the Atlanta Hawks because of the tampering of the deal. So at the end of the day, this is serious. This is not something to joke at. This is not something to laugh at. But at the end of the day, this is something that, if we are caught tampering, it's a very, very, very big deal. I would like to have faith that Artorias and Eversley would not be tampering for Lonzo Ball. And because at the end of the day, this is very serious. This is a very important player here that we're talking about. He's our player now. And if we had to break the rules to get him, at the end of the day, we have no one to blame but ourselves. However, I would like to think it's very difficult for the NBA to prove the Chicago Bulls were tampering. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to examine the contact in terms of text messages, phone calls, emails between the Bulls and the Pelicans. And from then on, they could probably identify if we were tampering or not with all of the situations and all of the, I guess, conversations between the two teams there. They can make up their decision. But we were talking about Lonzo Ball in the trade deadline. That was very obvious. We were talking about and discussing trades with the Pelicans during the trade deadline. So we were talking about Lonzo Ball well before free agency. So in my opinion, of course, they probably won't be going that far in terms of the communication. But I kind of find it hard to believe that the Chicago Bulls would be tampering with the New Orleans Pelicans when we've been discussing about this player for a long, long time. I don't know about the Miami Heat situation. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not really a Miami Heat fan. I don't discuss the Miami Heat. I would assume it'd be the same for them. Larry to the Miami Heat did come more unexpected than most other teams in relation to Kyle Lowry. But we'll wait and see about that one as well. But for the Chicago Bulls, if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, I guess my message to you now is to be on the lookout. Keep your eyes and ears aware about potential news about this situation, because this could end up very badly if we are guilty of this. But more often than not, these things have not been found as guilty. Most teams are usually innocent when they open up investigations. Most teams are usually found clean when it comes to these investigations, and we can potentially move on from that. Hopefully that's the situation here with the Chicago Bulls, because more bad news to the Chicago Bulls. If we seriously end up losing a player out of this, it would be devastating in many ways, considering how good and exciting our free agency has been, and to have this happen and potentially found guilty of this would be a shame, a true shame. I would cop the fine. I would give up. We already have given up draft picks, so I don't really understand the situation there. Well, I don't think anything's going to happen to our draft picks because we've already given them up. I don't want to see voided contracts, and I don't really want to see suspension of executives either, because these are the best executives we've had on paper. So I don't know. This is breaking news. I'm kind of intrigued to see what's going to happen. I don't think the Chicago Bulls are not going to have Lonzo Ball, and I don't believe the Pelicans will not have Satoransky or Garrett Temple. But we'll wait and see. Anything can happen, I guess. But yeah, hopefully we are not found guilty of this. Hopefully the Bulls did things the right way. Hopefully the Bulls kept it clean. Hopefully the Bulls can show the NBA that we are a good team. We are good at what we do. We're a good front office, and we were just ruthless in getting this done quickly. And I guess that's going to be something we wait and see on. We'll see. That's all I can say. It is breaking news. I did want to talk about it. Again, we talk about the good and the bad here on this channel. Not everything's going to be sunshines and rainbows. This is going to happen every year. And the fact that we did this so early in free agency obviously makes us suspicious. It is what it is. And they're investigating the Miami Heat as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you're new. If I'm awake and there is more news about this, I will keep you updated. Very, very, very serious situation here. And hopefully we can come out of this clean, because at the end of the day, I don't think we're a team that would tamper to get Lonzo Ball. But again, we'll wait and see. Have a wonderful and safe day, Bulls Nation. I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care.